to the ESR, that is Ezisolution Restaurants, which can be used in your restaurant, can be used in your hotel, can be used in your fast food, can be used in your nightclub, can be used in so many type of business, can be used in your bar, can be used in, depending on the type of business you want to configure it so that it can serve you. Now, if you have a business where you have waiters that have to come to the system to punch their cells, to place order, and whereby the guest is sitting down on the table to be served, and you want ESR, which is Ezisolution Restaurant, to be configured so that each of the waiter or waitress can approach the system with their own password to log in and punch their orders, Ezisolution Restaurant is the best for you. We have our retail man, which can do most of the job, but the security needed tracking waitress, tracking waiters, tracking orders, tracking tables is perfectly configured more in ESR. That is Ezisolution Restaurant. And here I want to be able to explain some of those functions to you in this very video. Number one, you can see takeout, you can see pickup, you can see delivery, you can see dining in. All these functions are in ESR, and they have different functions depending on how you want to use it. You can see in this very configuration we have configured the tables. This very table is already configured so that they can place orders using this table. So this very one is actually product menus. So we have product menus here, different type of product menu. This actually was configured for crunches, that is root in within the crunches. So we have different configuration depending on the type of business you are running. So you can contact us at ezisolution.com for more explanation, or visit us on our website, on our Facebook, and chat us up on our Facebook, and we will be able to guide you, or chat us up on our WhatsApp and we will guide you. We can assist you in configuring them. We can assist you setting them up. No matter anywhere you are in the world, we can help you to configure it and get your system running. So, Ezisolution Restaurant, I want to be able to teach you some few things you need to know. Now, I want to speak more about user, that is waiters or waitress configuration. Now, in this very place, we have so many names. Let's say I want to set up waitress. Let's say the name of this particular waitress is Emma, is the name. You can put up the job title, then you come over and put up the phone number 081. Let me use my number, plus 234 81 3898 1571. Okay, this is my own number here, plus 234 81 3898 1571. Then now, let's say you can put out that job title and the address and the phone number, then you save this. Now I want to configure this very user. For this very user, there are so many configurations I'm going to be speaking about, more deep things you need to know. One, if you want your waiter to be able to check out, okay, let's pick up one. The first configuration is going to be that this waiter is not permitted to check out. The waiter is not going to be allowed to check out, meaning they can be permitted to place order on the table. And when they place the order on the table, they can print bill and give the customer. And whatever order they place remains on that table. Depending on the level of securities you want to set up, ESR comes with a full embedded security that can allow you to configure your system in a way that waiter or waitress can never manipulate that place. This is the latest version. If you are using an old version, contact us for your upgrade so that you can start using the latest version. Because in the latest version, version 2.1.66, contains so many functions that is already embedded inside the software. And with these very functions, so many security can be set. You can stop so many manipulation that is being done by the waitress. And if you don't know how to configure, you can contact us. But I will try as much as possible to go more detail in this very configuration of waitress. But I want you to understand there are so many type of settings in different type of place you want to run. So you need to know the structure you have put in place. You need to know the organizational structure you have put in place. You need to know whether if the place you are going to run cashier system. You understand? But first of all, let me speak on waiter, where you set up a waitress, that particular waitress will not be able to check out. So you are going to put here 1, and the next one is going to be 1, meaning this waitress, you are giving the waitress access to be able to make use of the table. Then every other one is going to be 0. You are not going to enable any other place. Then only here is just 1 and 1 for that very waitress. Then you save this place. Then you ask the waitress to put his own password. Let's just say that we are putting a password. I'm going to use 9999, only 29 here. Then I have saved for testing purpose. Now I'll move down again. This very one I have put under the securities part. Then I'm going to go down to the settings of that particular EMA. Then I'll click here. Then you come over to this place. Then you go over to the particular place. Disable date change. This very waiter should not be able to change date. Disable price change, meaning this waiter or waitress cannot change price. Disable discount. This waiter shouldn't be able to change, to give discount. Then you come over to this side. You can allow show retail price, no problem. But there is no need of allowing them to see the stock. Then you come over here. So just like as I was saying, you can choose to enable here. Now, when you are done enabling this, you go down here. Then you come over here. Disable detail. Disable quantity. Disable amount. Hide this tax. Hide it. If you did not hide it, it will be giving you error when you open POS page. I mean, when you open that particular interface to make sales. So it must be hide. Disable discount or hide discount. You can hide discount or disable it. Disable this and disable everything here should be disabled. Now, having disabled everything and hide tax to avoid it giving you error on that particular page. Now, you will come over here. This block 0 quantity cells, leave it. Block user to check out. If you choose that your staff who cannot be able to check out, disable it. Meaning someone else have to be, let's say that you want full security. You don't want them to be able to check out their table. You don't want anybody to check out their table. That means when they place order, attend to table finish and collect their money, someone that the cashier that is going to accept the money, that going to accept the payment, will be the one that will check out. Okay. Please, sorry about the call. So now, block user to check out when you don't want the user to be able to check out. If you need maximum security, they shouldn't check out. Now, block user to build a table. Allow the waitress to build a table, meaning this waitress can print bill. That's what it means. The waitress or waiter can print bill and attend to the guest or customer. So, allow the waitress to print bill. So, as long as the waitress can print bill and attend to a particular customer sitting on a particular table, meaning the waitress will be able to print bill and get her money or his money from the customer. Do you understand? And once that money is done, the security measure you are going to put in place, meaning that this waitress will not be able to check out that table, and you're also going to block them from moving table to another table. Authorize another person to be the one that can move their table. To avoid this waitress or waiter adding more money to the bills. Because when you allow them to move table, they can move it to another table, add more items to that particular table. And after they add it and increase the bill, they want to overbill your guests. Then after overbilling your guests, they will move it again. So, but when you don't allow them to move table and you don't allow them to check out, it means that any particular table they use to attend to their customer, they stop there. And the cashier that's going to collect money will collect this very money and is the one that will now move the table to one side or check them out. So if you prefer that at the end of the day, the cashier will check out, that means when this particular bill, when he prints bill and he collects the money, after collecting the money, when he hands over money to the cashier moves the table to one single table. And at the end of the day, the cashier will be able to know all the total sales the person made. Then if you want to have a standby cashier that will be collecting the money one after the other, that same thing can also be done. So, but what is very, very important is that don't allow them to move table. If you want to create maximum security, whereby the waitress cannot be able to have any single manipulation in your business. They cannot overbill your customer, overbill your guest. Block user to reprint. Don't allow them to reprint. Block user from splitting bill. You can also block them and say that they cannot split bill. Or you can enable it to them depending on what you want. Or you give another person access to do so. Now never allow them to void. I'm talking about waitress configuration. So this is my own way of configuration to give complete maximum security that they cannot be able to manipulate any way, any means. There will not be any single means for them to manipulate your guest. So you disable the reprint, disable the F7, block user from return, disable the hold button. They shouldn't be able to have access to this place. Then block user from changing entered data. That means any item they've put in the screen, they shouldn't be able to remove it. These are the configuration you need to give to your waitress or waiter. And with these settings, no one of them can be able to pick up a dime or steal a dime with this very configuration. So I will be giving a configuration you can now give to cashier. Now we are going to a configuration of that you need to give cashier, but this very one is configuration for waitress or waiter. So I will do that in the next video so that it will not be too long. So with this configuration, that is all. But let me make use of this particular password to make sense so that you can understand what I mean. Okay, I'm logging in. 99 is the password. So this is the only access given to this very person. It means that this waitress can place order. Then let's say the person wants 5 pieces of this. You can first of all touch the 5 before you touch the gizzard. It will automatically become. Let's say this person wants 10 of this particular something. You can click on the 10 here as quantity then before you now click the name of the item, the quantity goes. So let's say that you need 5 of this. You can first of all touch your 5 before you click this. So okay, this very one means that the product is not configured. So 5, let's say again 5. Let me delete this very line. Now this waiter is not allowed to do any manipulation at all. Remember, that is the settings here. Now let's say that you want to sell this 10 of it. I first of all put the 10, then I can come here and click the name of the product and it will appear 10. And at the same time, you can decide to use the method of clicking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By continue clicking on the item, it will be added. But this method, they may mistakenly add more than the quantity. So these are the items that the person wants. Then you just click here. Now the person did not have access to make use of this table. So this table, now the person that is allowed, they never always ready the table, should always ready the table, so that any waitress can be able to make use of the particular table. So if they are not ready, I'm going to ready them now with a higher password. How to ready the table. So this tray that you are putting here, or any number you choose to enter here, it is a number that will allow you to split the table. If you put 2 here, meaning that you can be able to split this table into 2. If you put 3 there, this table can be split into 3. If you want to write name, they can write name, but not mandatory. Then you put it here. Now you print. When you print this, I want you to understand one thing. Every product that is here will be divided and go to different printers depending on the number of printers you have. Let's say for a place you have the barbecue, for a place you have the kitchen, for a place you have the bar, for a place you have shawarma, and these orders that I put it up here contain all these orders. And in your printer setup, you have set up all these products and making them to understand their own printers. What happens is this: if the waiter just put up all these items here and you click print, the system will automatically divide all the orders. You will select the one that is for the kitchen and go and print out as a kitchen order. The one for the bar will go to the bar. The one for the, and it will print only one single docket in the bar room. It doesn't matter how many items that is on the bar, it will form to be one printout. It doesn't matter how many items that is on the kitchen, it will form and print out as one printout. It doesn't matter how many items that is in the shawarma or any other department, it will print out as one with the name of the particular staff, which order this particular order will be on it. So the only thing now is that the staff now go to the different department to go and pick up the order to supply to the guests. And now, even if the guest later requests more items are being needed by the guest, you can put it up at any time. You print again the docket of this very one that I just put now, only these 2 items, it is what is going to appear. And it will be added to the particular transaction. Now I am not printing because printer is not connected to this very system. Then I go save this very one. And let's say that this person now place another order again. You can come up again and choose the order that the person wants again. Then you put it to the same table and everything is on that table. So when this person needs the bill, all you need to do is to click here, the waiter, then click print bill. The system print out the bill. Now if you click print, meaning that this print will go out. And you see, I am not configured any system for printer. That is why it's actually giving me this error, because I have not configured any. This is my personal system. It's not a client system that I've set up all the printers. If not, I would have been teaching you with all the printers. Then when I want to use that very system, that means I'll be using external camera. I will not be using system recording that can record the screen. So, but I want to be able to teach you where everything will be very clear and you will understand everything. That is the reason why I am using my own system. So if I set up a printer, the bill will, and when this very big comes, the waitress will use this particular bill to go to the customer and collect money. And the only thing that this waitress cannot be able to remove anything from this bill. it can't be able to add, it can't be, it can't be able to remove anything again from this bill. Exactly this amount is what he's going to get from the customer. And now, if you did not permit this particular waitress to be able to void, it means that this waitress cannot be able to void. And once it cannot be able to void, this item will remain on the table. Then, and if it cannot be able to, not only voiding, if it cannot be able to void, and at the same time, the waitress cannot, put in a master password, then now, if you are printed, this person cannot be able to move the table. I'm going to show you again. I'm going to log in with the password. You see that with the access I gave, the person cannot move the, but he can print bill and he can collect money and he cannot check out, because I've also disabled this person not to check out. So it means that this table remain occupied. Let me just enable more table. When you log in with the access that is a master, that can, that the cashier or whoever that you are giving authorization, or the auditor to be able to do it, or the manager to be able to ready the table. So I'm readying the table. When I finish readying this table, when they go back again and try to log in using this table, you can see that it cannot be able to place order. So you should try and ready the table for them. So I am readying all the table. So it means that these tables are ready now, and even if the person log in next time with his own password, it can be able to make use of all the table. That is what I have just done. Okay, so now this is the table and it was able to print the bill. Now move this table, because I block it that it doesn't have access to move the table. It can't merge it with any other one. That means you have, the person have no option to pay this very money. It can't be able to manipulate anything further. It only just, even the checkout will not go. If you click on checkout, it will ask for password. Do you understand? It can. If you say move table, it asks password. So the password of the person cannot move table and cannot do anything, rather to print bill. It can't reprint, it can't split, it can't void. So that means you have created completely maximum security of your business. So the person that have access to check out can check out. Okay, now let's say that the person, another customer, is attending to another customer. Remember, I have ready the table. Then it can be able to attend to any other person using all this table again, because I have ready the table and the table can now function. Then it can be able to attend to any other person using the table. You can see them use the table and attend to the person, then print. Then the docket will come out. You go and pick up the order. Then now when you want to print a bill, you can print bill. When there is a need, okay, let's say that the person have finished attending and print the bill and attended to customer, and they want to move this table when he paying the cashier. Then now, or you want to, cashier want to pile up all the table to one single table, so that at the end of the day, the cashier will now be able to look at the total amount on one single table for the particular staff. He can now be able to. Now the cashier want to move the, let's say cashier now is one that you gave access to be able to move the table, different from the waiter and waitresses. To avoid adding more extra drink, extra bill to your guests, you can block them not to check out, not to move table. Now I want to be able to use a higher password to move the table. Then I have clicked on this one. Then I want to join it to this very one. Let's say this one, I've joined it. This table is now the price have done become the price of the two. So that is it. So at the end of the day, maybe now you can now design different staffs, different waiters can punch this transaction. Remember the settings. There is a setting that you are going to set while you are configuring the system. You make sure you set up in the settings area that these particular play blocks there is a particular settings that you must enable. It should be here. Okay, there is one setting that is actually completely needed. And with that particular settings, you can be able to control that the staff, okay, I think that function is completely removed. It is now by default. It is now by default that no staff should be able to enter another person's table. It is now by default. Yes, no staff will be able to enter any another person's table. If you want them to be able to enter their table, each other table, that means you need to give access. So with these settings, this is the settings you need in the restaurant, and with this, everything will work perfect for you, and all the security that is needed will be completely configured, and you will enjoy your system in ESR. Thank you very much, and do have a great day. I want you to know with this ESR, you can configure your restaurant, you can configure any of your bar, you can configure every of your food industry sales, and there will be no any way your waiters or waitress can manipulate your system. If you don't know how to configure that, please don't forget to contact us at easy-solution.com. easy-solution.com. That is easy-solution.com. Thank you.